Yo, what it do, Ghost Nation? It's your boy Ghost Rider. Welcome back to another episode of Ghost Movies. Now, on this episode, we want to talk about House of the Dragon, episode 8, just dropped today or tonight. And man, more than 6 years has passed in Westerosi. And the minor question I have for y'all right now, Ghost Nation, is the state law of Driftmark, or where it's going. Because now it looks like the war for the Stepstones has reconcur. It looks like the war is not over. It looks like it's a new battle, and Corlys Velaryon, he went back into war. He went back into fighting for the Stepstones to defend it, and he ended up getting hurt. They talked about it. Princess Rhaenys is actually sitting on the Driftmark throne, and she's heard all of this news about how dire the wound that he got across his throat or around his neck, how grave it is. And now they're already talking about the succession of the Driftmark throne. Who's going to be in his stead? And his brother comes up. Corlys' brother steps up, Vaemon, and he demands that he get the throne. I am my brother. I am the true succession. I am the true heir to the Driftmark throne. And I want that. The Driftwood throne. And I want it. Driftmark is mine. We are the last house of old Valyria. Not just House Targaryen, but we're House Velaryon. I am the true Lord of the Tides. And all you could hear from Princess Rhaenys is, man, the words that you speak is treason to the crown. You can't say stuff like that. Not to me, not to the throne. And this is him trying to fight for, Vaemon is trying to fight for Driftmark. And he would say the same thing later on in this episode. He would say the same thing to the king, Viserys the First. And man, what an episode this was. Because man, when we get to that throne scene, bruh, he starts calling out Rhaenyra, Princess Rhaenyra, the true heir to the Iron Throne. He starts calling her a whore and all this other bullshit that your sons are bastards. And dog, all of a sudden, before I'm jumping around, before we even get to that comment, I love King Viserys in this episode, man. It was so fucking good to see King Viserys dominate the way that he did, and he looked so bad. He looks so bad. He lost an eye. He's wearing this golden mask, half a mask to cover up his face. And he's taking all he's drinking is just milk of the poppy. And I think that's what's causing his confusion or making him worse. I think that milk of the poppy, that's for women back then who are trying to give birth to ease the pain. But I think that's causing him to have confusion. Because at the end of this episode, we're going to talk about that soon. He looked like he was confused. I think he thought he was talking to Princess Rhaenyra, but he's talking to his wife, Queen Alicent. But I love this because he said, I will not be taking on milk of the poppy today, motherfuckers. I am sitting in this Iron Throne. Fuck all of y'all. And this motherfucker enters the freaking Red Keep. He enters the throne room. And it is bad ass how he enters with one arm. And he's limping. And he's looking like a gimpy. And he said, he tells, he finally makes it. He's looking at Queen Rhaenyra. He's looking at his daughter, Princess Rhaenyra. He's looking at his brother Daemon. He's looking at his wife Alicent, and he finally makes it to the Iron Throne. And he said, he tells his hand, Otto Hightower, I will sit the throne today. And now he finally makes it up, and his crown falls up. And here comes Daemon, his brother, who they've always had differences between each other. His brother helps him up to go sit on the Iron Throne. And I thought that was badass. He helps him sit on the throne. And then he picks up the crown. He said, come on, steady. And he helps him to the throne. And now he allows Vaemon to say what he has to say. And he said, and as soon as Vaemon starts making all these accusations, because to Viserys, those two sons of Prince Laenor, those two sons are the rightful heir to freaking Driftwood throne. And Vaemon starts calling King Viserys the First, his daughter, Queen Rhaenyra, Princess Rhaenyra, oh, you're a whore. Your sons are bastards. Here comes On one arm, King Viserys the First stands up and says, "Yo, you shall lose your tongue for this treason." And all you see is Prince Daemon go behind him with his, I think that's the black sister that he has, the dark sister that he has, that sword, that Valyrian steel. And he cuts off his head clean. He cuts off his head. That shit was badass, man. Daemon, this episode belongs to King Viserys, but Daemon steals he steals the show in every scene that he's in. Daemon just cuts his head off clean. And he says, forget his tongue. You talking about my wife, calling her a whore. What? Daemon defends his wife, Princess Rhaenyra, and I love that scene. That scene was badass. Oh, that shit was crazy. You deserve to be burned. You deserve to fucking get the dragon and you say Jakartas and you get burnt at the stake. But it was crazy. And now we see that in the next episode, in some of the next episodes, when Rhaenyra is trying to talk to her father in his master bedroom, she brings Daemon in, and they already have 2 kids, and a third one is on the way. It is crazy how these time jumps be moving, bro. She already has 2 sons, Aegon and Viserys, same name as the father. It's crazy, and a third one is on the way. I think that's gonna be Aerys. The first or the second, because King Aerys the second is the Mad King, and that's Dany's father. So I think that's the third son that's in her belly. I could be wrong. I need to go do my research and check that. But dog, Daemon already freaking waste no time betting Rhaenyra, and she already has 2 boys. Crazy. Fucking House Targaryen is growing episode by episode. These time jumps are crazy. We see Queen Alicent's sons, Aegon, and we see the other son, Prince Aemon. He's already grown. He has the eye patch on. He's already grown, fighting with Sir Criston Cole in the freaking courtyard. He's there fighting and battling and training. We see freaking Aegon just bedding all his handmaids, and he's married now to his sister, which is crazy because I saw that coming, that they were going to get married. And the king, Helena, that's his sister. Aegon is married to her, and he just ignores her all day unless he's drunk. That's what she finally proclaims. But he's having sex with his handmaiden, Diana. He's having sex with her, destroying the House Targaryen, disrespecting his sister wife. But he married her out of duty. He didn't marry her out of love. He married her out of duty. He loves having sex with these handmaids. He loves it. And then we see the Queen Alicent giving her the tea just in case she's pregnant. Take this tea for safekeeping. Man, these time jumps are crazy. The HBO wastes no time with these fucking time jumps, and I fucking love it. I fucking love it. Then we see the next episode, the next scene where King Viserys the First demands that we dine. He's telling the hand to the crown, Arthur Hightower, I want all my family in one dining hall, and we're gonna eat together, and we're gonna fucking love each other. I don't give a fuck. Even if it pains me to get the fuck up, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get healthy. We're gonna do this. I don't give a shit. And we see that because of the fact that in this hall, he's just showing his love and appreciation, and he wants everybody to stow away your grievances. I don't want to hear no more about your grievances. I want y'all to love each other unconditionally. This is one house. I don't care if it's House Valerian. I don't care if it's House Hightower. I don't give a shit if it's House Targaryen. We're all one family. It's all about House Targaryen. And he just wants everybody to love each other. We see Rhaenyra, Princess Rhaenyra, who's the heir to the Iron Throne. She's toasting Alicent for being loyal to her father when they got married. She fulfilled her duty, had his babies, and she still takes care of him even when he's sick. I actually love that. I'm like, yo, Rhaenyra, after 6 years, Rhaenyra actually, put away her grievances, her pride, and she showed respect and love to Alicent. I was like, what? But we all could see that after all the toast has been given, we could see that they're still playing the Game of Thrones. We could see Daemon look at Viserys and he just looks so sick. He's killing over. And we see now, before Viserys started getting sick, we actually see now that he's given, he's demanding that, oh, okay, so you have Jace and you have Lucerys. I want, Lucerys is the rightful heir to the Driftwood throne. He is going to marry his cousins. He's going to marry Baelor, and he's going to marry the other sister, Rhaena. Rhaena and Baelor. They are going to be the betrothed to Jace and Lucerys. I'm messing up these names. I don't give a fuck. I love this show. I don't care. They're going to be married. So that means when Luke becomes older, he's going to get Driftwood. He's going to be the new Lord of the Tides. Jason's going to have his wife. And the other sister to Queen Rhaenys is going to be betrothed to Lucerys or Luke, whatever you want to call him. He's going to be in charge. He's going to now have he's the rightful heir to Driftwood. And that's how it should be. Even though they're not legitimate sons to Prince Laenor, it doesn't matter. They still have that name Valerian. And that's exactly what the king says. So all this petitions and stuff, that don't mean shit. It's what the king says goes. That's how it's always been. Man, this episode was fire, man. Daemon stole the show when he killed Vaemond. And I love the love and passion that King Viserys the First has at this dining room scene. That's his name. There it is. Jace, you have Jace, like I said, and you have Lucerys. Jaceres and Lucerys. That's their names. I knew it. They got their wives, and now they just have to get older now. They have to become older, and I love it. And I love this end scene because now it looks like King Viserys is finally going to take his last breath. This last scene I want to talk about, he's talking to Alicent, like I said at the earlier part of this episode. I think that he's talking to his daughter, Princess Rhaenyra. I think that's what he thinks. But he's talking to his wife, Alicent. And he's talking about the prince who was promised. And he's talking about that it is true, that Aegon's dream is true. The Song of Ice and Fire is true. The cold and the dark is coming. He saw it. He saw it in a dream, but it became a reality. The prophecy is real. And now Queen Alicent says, as you wish, my king. And she walks off, and I don't know what the fuck she's about to go do. She's about to go do something. But I know that now that King Viserys the First is taking his last breath, the Dancing with Dragons is about to begin in episode 9. We have 2 episodes left. Episode 9 is going to be the penultimate episode. And that's when we're going to see the Dance of the Dragons. We're going to see House Green versus House Black. And we're going to see these dragons going at it. Aemon has a dragon. And we're probably going to see Rhaenyra's dragon go against Aemon's dragon. I want to see these. I want Daemon's dragon to be involved. I want to see all these dragons in the sky. Everybody saying Dracarys and killing everybody. That's what I want to see next. Because nobody survived the Game of Thrones. That's just how it is. It's called Game of Thrones House of the Dragon, not House of the Dragon. Game of Thrones has always been the main header, and it's either House of the Dragon or whatever else is the subheader. So you know when you play the game, you're not going to survive. So I think something is about to happen when Viserys takes his last breath. We're about to get into a crazy, fragile state between Rhaenyra and Alicent over whose sons or whose kids are going to be heirs to the Iron Throne. And, bruh, it's going down. Dancing with Dragons is happening next episode. Like I just mentioned, we see Aemon, the one-eyed Aemon Targaryen. He's going to have his dragon be involved. Daemon is going to have his dragon be involved. And it's going on. And I can't wait for this next episode because it's going to be fucking fantastic. All right, Ghost Nation, I want to give y'all my full thoughts on this episode. It was great. Another banger. I thought last week's episode was phenomenal, but this episode was great. It seems like every episode just gets better and better, and the writing and the dialogue is well executed, and that's what I love. I love great storytelling. I love great dialogue, and I love the visuals. I didn't even need to see dragons this episode. The visuals of Dragonstone and King's Landing and Driftmark, just seeing these different locations is amazing. We're not always going to be in Westeros. We don't have to be in King's Landing every episode. Show us Essos again. Show us different parts of Westerosi. Show us Valerian. Show us Driftmark. I want to see those. And they're doing it. Well executed episode. I love it very much. I mean, I think this is the end of King Viserys I. May he reign. May he rest in peace. Rest in paradise. I believe the next episode is going to tip off with the funeral of King Viserys I, and then we're going to get the battles between everybody. It's going down for real. All right, Ghost Nation, I'm about to get up out of here. Like this video. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell for your boy. Until next time, I'm going to catch you on the next video. Ghost Rider out.